Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see what are they thinking about you right now, and this is the person who is on your mind. In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different stone. Choose the one that really calls out to you. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what do they think about you right now? Okay, so we start off with wedding. So what comes to me when I see that is that this person definitely sees you guys as somebody that they want a future with, okay? Yes, for some of you, it could literally be like they could see themselves proposing to you and you two being married. But for the majority of you, what I'm getting is like, this represents like the next level commitment, okay? So like if you and this person are talking, I see them wanting to date you. If you guys are dating, I see them wanting to be in a relationship with you. And if you're in a relationship together, I see them wanting to propose to you, okay? And if you guys aren't talking, then I see them wanting to finally talk to you. It's like I do see this person wanting a future with you guys, okay? They want to take this connection with you to the next level. So that's what I see them thinking about when it comes to you. Okay, so let's take a look further. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, the Hermits, and the Magician reversed. All right, so I see there's like a very focused, determined energy coming through here between you and the person on your mind, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles leading this energy, I feel like you both are very focused on making that money right now, okay? And whatever is in front of you. And I'm just getting like a very driven and focused energy, almost kind of like you both don't have time for love. Whether or not that's true, it's just like how it's coming across. But with the Queen of Pentacles, you know, she does have this nurturing side to her and somebody who wants to make sure that the other person is like doing okay and, you know, and feeling their best. So I do feel like there is that part of both of you that kind of, even though you're so busy, it's kind of like you do have that curiosity and you do kind of wonder like, what's the other person up to? Like, you know, it just, there's that wanting to be near each other, you know, and like talk to each other, you know. So there is, I do feel like your person is craving the interaction with you. That's what's coming through to me with that. No matter how busy they are, like they definitely want to make time for you is what I'm seeing. And you know, with the 5 of Cups, I do feel like they're sad that like you two aren't able right now to be together, okay? And just feel like, you know, with the Hermit next to the 5 of Cups, it has this feeling of you both kind of going to bed alone at night, you know, and wanting that person, wanting to be in their arms is what I'm seeing. Like when they're not busy and working, it's like that's when they get in their feels and they feel most alone and like I just see them like resisting the urge to text you, okay? Yeah, so with the Magician here reversed, what's coming to me as far as that goes with you guys is like, I feel like they psych themselves out, they talk themselves out of moving forward with this idea, okay, of something, you two becoming something for some reason. And I don't feel like that's what they want, but it's what they feel like they should do right now. So it's a bit of denial of feelings. It's a bit of like not really revealing action-wise what it is they want. So I feel like you guys in return kind of mirror back the same inaction, the same disinterest, and just stay busy and focused on whatever it is that you're working on. But I do feel like you both kind of feel like something's missing, you know, and you do both feel kind of sad and like just alone when it comes to not being with who it is that you both really want to be with. Okay, so let's take a look even further into what are they thinking about you right now. Okay, we have I'm terrified. Okay, so that tells a bit more of a story. That's not what I was initially getting, but I don't doubt that somewhere that is part of the reason this person is holding back. Okay, it could be fear of being hurt. We have, I'm obsessed with your body. Okay, so this person's definitely physically attracted to you guys. I do feel like it's more than that, but that is definitely coming through strong, okay? They say, I want a fresh start with you. Interesting. So it's almost got that feeling that maybe you two didn't get off on the right foot, okay? Like some kind of like initial interest was there, but then all of a sudden like something happened where it didn't take off, okay? They say, you are so beautiful. Why do you need me? Oh, I almost forgot. When I first tapped into the cards, okay, the song that came to me as far as your person goes towards you is the song by Mario that's You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Okay, let me love you. Okay, so interesting. This could definitely be like somebody who you consider a friend, okay? Maybe you went through something and they were kind of like, yeah, like, let me be the one to love you and treat you right and show you like the love that you deserve. That's like what's coming through here. So this person definitely views you guys highly, but I'm wondering if you guys only view them as a friend, okay? It's going to be different for all of you because it's a general reading, but that vibe is definitely coming through. Like, it's possible this person's mind was made up before you. As I'm saying that, I feel like it's going to be reversed for some of you where you're going to be like, no, like that's me to them, you know, like I knew right away that this is the person that I wanted. But, you know, you guys might feel like they see you as a friend, even if there is that spark and connection there with this friendship, okay? So apply it how it applies. But that energetic dynamic is definitely coming through. Okay, so let's take a look at my cards to get a glimpse even further into what do they think about you right now. Okay, they say you are a bright spot in my life. I regret messing things up with you. Okay, so that's only going to go for some of you. That's interesting. So that could be why, you know, this connection was short-lived and didn't quite take off. But either way, with I want a fresh start with you, it's like this person wants to right any wrongs, okay? Because their mind's made up. This is what they want. We have this is too risky. Okay, so that's interesting that they think this is too risky. That definitely feels tied to why they feel like they're terrified. So it could be that, you know, they don't want to put themselves in a position to get rejected by you, okay? Especially if they feel like they mess things up and you're over it. Okay, so that's, again, it's going to be different for all of you on, you know, what that's about. They say you light up my world like nobody else. Okay, so we have two really bright yellow cards. I just feel like this person just feels like so lit up in your presence and just happy and like anything is possible. And I don't feel like they feel that with just anybody. So that's like why they hold on to this connection. They feel like it's unique, it's rare, it's one of a kind, you know? So they're willing to do what it takes to make things right with you. And then we have, I do imagine us together though. So the though part is like them acknowledging, like I know I'm not taking a lot of action and it's because I don't want to get hurt, okay? But I do want us together and I would do what it takes. So I feel like at this point, this person's just kind of laying low and, you know, wondering like, is this what you want? Before taking any action. Okay, group number 1, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so what are they thinking about you right now? Okay, so we had several angel cards come out for you guys. As far as the overall energetic dynamic goes, okay? So we have let your friends help you, love yourself first, and heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, so this is actually in regards to your person, okay, and what they're thinking. I mean, you could apply it too if it comes to you to do so, but this is actually about them. Okay, so I feel like given the current circumstance that the person on your mind is in, they could literally let their friends help them to get an outside perspective on what is going on. Okay, it says ask for and accept support from others. In fact, what came to me when I saw that is blinders and roadblock. Okay, so for some reason it's like the person on your guys' mind has these blinders up when it comes to something. They're not seeing something that is kind of coming across as being obvious. Okay, and they're creating this unnecessary roadblock. Okay, that could be in regards to you and them, or it just could be in regards to them and how they're approaching their life currently. Okay, and then with love yourself first, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, that's like honestly what comes to me when I see that, and that could be a message for literally anybody, you know, is like definitely love yourself first. Like, how do we expect others to do it if we're not doing it ourselves, you know, for ourselves and others, you know? So yeah, you know, tap into that love. But although this is honestly coming across for your person, the person on your guys' mind is aware. Okay, they're very aware of this kind of stuff, even if they're not into spirituality. I feel they're definitely intelligent. They're definitely like aware, like I said, on some level of this kind of stuff. So I do feel like they do that, you know, but it just, there comes a point where, you know, we've got to fill our own cup first before we can really help anybody else out or really be there for anybody, is what's coming to be as far as that goes. So if you feel like, you know, they are taking time apart to get back to themselves, this is what they're doing, okay? All right, and then we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so yeah, you know, if there was ever going to be something going on between you guys, I do see that a heart-to-heart conversation would definitely have to happen eventually. Okay. All right, so let's take a look even further on what do they think about you right now. Okay, so we have the Hangman, the Eight of Swords, okay, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Swords. All right. This person feels like they are currently in this place in their life where they have to surrender to something that maybe they aren't particularly fond of, okay? It could be whatever is currently going on in their life. I feel like they do have like kind of a mysterious life, okay? Like they don't let a lot of people in because they like to be the person who always remains cool, calm, collected, and like they're in control of a situation, okay? But, you know, they are going through some stuff I'm seeing, and it makes it, like I said, like to where they feel like they have to kind of surrender. I'm going to be blunt with it, okay, group 2, because this is how it's coming to me. So this is going to resonate for some of you and it's not for others. But I feel like in regards to you and what they're thinking about the situation right now is that they want you, but they feel like they can't have you right now, okay? And for some of you, it's because they're with somebody, okay? It's definite third party going on. For some of you, it's not going to be all of you, okay, because it is a general reading. If it's not another person, this person's tied up with something, okay? They're married to something right now where they can't approach you, okay? They want to, but they can't right now. And it's like they feel like they have to surrender, like they feel powerless as far as this goes currently, okay? So it really makes them feel super like resistant, like they don't want to just not do anything, okay? So this really dictates like how they feel right now with not being with you. And it's got that feeling like if they were to be with you, it would be risky and it would be such a gamble, and they don't know if they're ready to rock the boat yet when it comes to, you know, like what would happen if they were to make a move towards you, But we do have the Six of Swords, so there is a bit of hope still with all that, okay? Like this person does see a silver lining. They do see themselves bouncing back, you know, from the wreckage is like what's coming to me. Like this would totally like shake their whole world up if they were to pursue you, is what I'm seeing. But like they want nothing more on one hand. So they're super conflicted right now, okay? And in fact, if they are with somebody, here's what's coming to me as far as that goes. This person felt like, you know, the person they were with was always going to be the person. But then I do feel like you guys walked in, you shook that up, and they were like, what? Like they didn't expect, you know, somebody, you guys come across like, here's what came to me. Like they thought you are a dream come true. Like literally, like they feel like they manifested you, they dreamt you into existence. Okay, like somebody like you, it isn't possible, they thought on some level that you would exist. And then you walk through the door somewhere that they saw you and they were just like, what? Like jaw to the ground, what? You know? And then the more they got to know you or talked to you, the more they just fell head over heels. Okay, like, so this person's like, okay, so literally the impossible happened to me. Now what do I do? Okay. Yeah. It's intense, group two. All right, so let's take a look further to see like what are they thinking about you right now. Okay, so we have, I need time for me. Yeah, no joke, right? Like this person, they're experiencing such a whirlwind of energy and emotion when it comes to you, and they're not sure what to do with that. They're not sure what to make with that. So I do feel like this person dives into work because it's what they're good at and it grounds them. And you know, they do kind of keep this space from you is what I'm seeing. But also, you know, they do get back to themselves. But it's interesting. Like I don't know that they're letting any friends or anybody who's close to them in on what's going on and what they're experiencing. I almost feel like they think it would be too taboo, you know, too risky to like even bring this up to people. They could be though. But it's interesting because that's what's showing up in the angel card as what would actually help them out. Like a non-judgmental friend could really hear this out and give them some kind of advice, you know? Okay, so they also say, will you choose me? So that's interesting. There's a part of them that also feels like this is a gamble because they're not entirely sure that you would choose them, okay? So they'd be rocking the boat for what? It would be a total gamble, you know? And we have a lot of fours here. So this person's definitely trying to build a foundation and build a life and with somebody who wants the same thing is what I'm seeing. So we have you are wrong. Okay, that is them to themselves is what I'm seeing. So when they do entertain this, it's like they feel higher than ever, but at the same time, they feel like, this is wrong. I can't do this. This is not right. Okay, and they stop themselves. We have, I never imagined so much perfection. Yeah, so there is a part of them that feels like, you know, they did take this leap of faith, this risk with you. It's like, even if everything like crashed and burned around them, they feel like somehow they would make it out okay, especially if this is what you want too, okay, with the Six of Swords and all that. And I never imagined so much perfection. That's what I'm saying. Like, you are a dream come true to them. They feel like, what? Who is this earth angel? Okay. They say, you have so many choices and options. Okay, so there is a part of them that thinks you're such a catch and a dream girl or guy that they're like, oh, is this really what you want? Like, do you really want something for real? Like, I'm looking to build with somebody, you know, something that's substantial and real. And they don't know. They almost feel like this whole thing with you is too good to be true, okay? And I feel like that's why they keep trying to keep themselves in check and stay grounded and practical with this. And that's why, like, they keep needing space and distance from you. And one minute you hear from them and think they're interested, and they are, and then the next they back off and you think, was it in my head? Like, who would do that if they're interested? Okay. Well, this person, okay? All right, so let's take a look even further. They say, don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Oh, okay, so yeah, interesting. You guys, you play it cool. Like, you give just enough too to show that you're interested, and then you kind of back off because you're like, we seem to be doing this back and forth dance. Like this person needs to come forward, or you're like, I'm not investing, you know, I'm not going to give my heart away like that. You also are trying to build a foundation here, and you think this person's a risk in their own way, and it could be their back and forthness, or if they're with somebody, it's like, you know, so that's interesting that you're both mirroring that. And so you're both kind of thinking at the same time, like, don't you want me, baby? All right, then we have the shift. So again, that goes with, you know, 1 minute they show interest, the next minute they don't. And it's kind of like you're both kind of left wondering, like, what's going on? Like, what does this person want? And then we have, we should let sleeping dogs lie. Okay, so this person's definitely got like that Two of Pentacles energy of like they're juggling this. It's like a 50-50. There's a part of them that wants to take this courageous leap of faith with you and start like a new life. And then another part of them that's like, no, like I can talk myself into the life that I have. It wasn't that bad, right? You know, even if it was kind of uninspired till you came in. That's when they back off from you, is when they start thinking we should let sleeping dogs lie at this point. And then we have no more creeping on the low. It's time to confront this. Okay, that's the courageous part. So we've got definite like two different like things coming through that is driving this person to be back and forth with you guys. And then we have, you're going to hear from me. Okay, so this reading ends on a very bold note that this person's almost like, all right, you know, that side won. The side that is saying like, I've never felt more alive until you walked into my life, and any moment spent with you feels like the best moment ever. So this person's like, I definitely want to take this leap of faith with you. Okay, so that's what's coming through. It'll be interesting to see how this pans out, but as of the current energy right now, that's what the cards are showing, that this person is leaning towards, you know, saying something that's gonna make this happen. So, okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what do they think about you right now? Okay, so we have, for the overall energy dynamic, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, and since this is about what the person on your mind thinks about you right now, this is their realization that came to them. Like, hey, you know, you may have been hurt in the past, but now it is safe to love. Okay, so this person's starting to open their heart and being more open to the possibility of forming a romantic connection with you, as well as experiencing love. Okay, so that's a huge realization, group 3. So let's take a look further to see what do they think about you right now. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, lots of like aces starting off. So, you know, that's a very like fresh start, new beginning, new chapter in life. The Emperor, and Judgment reversed. Okay, so what comes to me immediately with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Okay, so what comes to me immediately with the Ace of Swords is that this person, it's like some kind of light dawned on them. Okay, like they're starting to see things clearer. And I do feel like it has to do with their realization, like it is safe to love now. You know, as well as like they're seeing you in a new light. Okay, and it's like they do want to actual start with you. Like, I want to say like a fresh start, but they want a start with you. Okay, like a real start. And you know, I see this person's feeling good about themselves. They're showing up like the Emperor. Okay, if this is a girl you're wondering about, you could flip that and say Empress, but it really doesn't matter. Like this person is starting to feel like on top of their world. Okay, like just amazing. Now with Judgment reversed, we kind of need to see more of what's going on to get an understanding of that card though. Okay, so there is definitely something though that is kind of holding you both back still with that. Okay, so we have, I am manifesting you. Okay, so not only are you on this person's mind and like on the radar of who they want? They're like, I'm manifesting you, okay? Like, yeah, there is nobody else in my sight. And we have, what do you want? So that's always interesting to see when a person is sure and then all of a sudden it's like they go, oh, but wait, like what is it? What do you want though? Like, do you want this too? Okay, so then they say you already know. Okay, so it's a very bold, cocky energy, and it's funny that it falls right under the Emperor. Like, it's kind of like, this is the card for me, like where somebody's like, quit playing. Like, we both know that this is what we want. We should be putting pride aside and just like talking freely about it, you know, just being honest. And then they say, you are my everything, okay? And I feel like this person would have a hard time just saying that openly. So I'm like spilling the tea as far as that goes, okay? So if there was any like doubt or confusion, they definitely are coming across like you are their everything. Okay, so let's take a look even further. Okay, they say, I love you, okay? So this person, they definitely have feelings for you, group 3. So that's interesting. There were a lot of aces here. So part of me felt like this was a newer connection, even if you've known this person. But the feelings are there, okay? So it's like, it got deep fast, basically. Okay, they say, I feel like I should have moved on, but I can't. Okay, so that tells a bit more of a story. So for some of you, this could be somebody you were already romantically involved with. Okay, so like an ex, whether you guys had the label or not. Either way, it's got the feeling of, you know, it's like you two could have been somewhat romantically involved to any capacity, and like something happened to where it shifted that, okay? It shifted the connection, but it did not shift the feelings. Like the emotions and the energetic connection was still there. Then we have you act like you've moved on. So that could be the Judgment reversed that makes this person kind of like hesitant to, you know, take any action as far as like this burst of clarity and insight that's come to them and wanting that fresh start and feeling on top of the world. But there is a part of them that's kind of like halted to this. And it could be the part of them that thinks, what do you want? You act like you've moved on. Like, is this all for nothing? Like me wanting you and, you know, planning on making a move. So it is kind of like they're kind of, you know, laying low a bit, just observing. I feel like as far as the manifesting you goes, they're kind of manifesting, hoping that you talk to them first and reveal something, okay? Because they feel like this is risky right now. Like they risk rejection and getting hurt. Then we have, you're somebody that they used to know, okay? So they feel like you guys kind of treat them like a stranger. Like you want nothing to do with them, okay? Maybe you got rid of them off social media, or they got rid of you even though they didn't want to, is the feeling I'm getting. There's just this feeling of a disconnect, and like you two, you know, still feeling connected on one hand, but like a disconnect as far as the physical reality goes. Then they say, I'm dealing with a lot right now. All the while, they're still thinking about you though, you know, and still feeling connected and still wondering like, what is it that you want? Then we have, I feel so connected to you even when we're not together. Yeah, that's what I was picking up on. So it's kind of like it doesn't matter, you know, what time or distance has gone by, this person still feels super connected to you. They say no one compares to you, okay? So I definitely feel like this person wants a second shot with you guys. They also say, I'm not sure where to go from here. So it feels like, all in all, like they want another shot with you. They wonder, like, what is it that you want? They're not currently taking any action. They are hoping, honestly, to manifest you coming to them and revealing to them that this is what you want. And then I feel like they would take it from there. The irony is, though, I feel like you guys are doing the same thing. Like, I feel like this is what you want as well, but you also are like, you know, well, if this is what they want, then I'm going to hear from them. They're going to reveal something. So you both are kind of mirroring that right now. So I feel like nobody does anything. And then they say, I can't explain it, but I love it. Okay, and that basically summarizes their connection with you. Like, it doesn't, time and space do not matter. This person, you know, they've had the realization, they know who they want. You're who they want. Regardless of what happened, regardless if they hear from you. They just want to know, is this what you want? Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys.